Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for, this is for the week of November 13th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here, Virgo. You have this isolation and this domination card. By the way, we're doing past, present, future, and outcome. So this is going to be your past position. So you might have been isolated after some sort of ending in your life with the world card showing up here. You know, the world is a good card, but it can definitely, represent something coming to an end or, ending some sort of cycle. And look at this. You have this time to go card and you have this between worlds card. So they both kind of represent, stepping into a new world. So, it's pretty obvious to me that you could be stepping into a new world. I love that between worlds card because it basically says you're going from black and white to color. You're stepping into, a much more vibrant, period of your life, something where there's more fulfillment or excitement or happiness or whatever. And look, here you go. You have the 10 of Cups. You have the Sun right here. So, I feel like there's a lot of happiness, or you're about to be very happy with how things turn out in your life. Could be marriage and love if you want that sort of thing. It could also just be, I kind of feel that you could be kind of just working on new projects or, whatever it is you're working on, and it could be taking off. And damn, Virgo, definitely a very, very good reading for you. So a lot of good stuff coming up here. But let's start here, actually. Again, maybe in the past you felt like a situation was controlling you with that domination card, and you just wanted to basically run and hide is kind of like the energy that I get here. Whether this is a love situation, it could be like someone who is talking about you, or, could be maybe you feel like you got exposed for something. And again, I'm not saying that's true or not true. But, again, I just kind of get that feeling of wanting to, curl up in a ball and hide, right? And so, again, we're talking about the past. And, again, the future here, everything else is beautiful. So, again, I wouldn't necessarily worry about this. It's just something, that I think happened to you. You have the World here. So definitely stepping into a new world. I do get more of that completion energy here. I'm not so much like, I look at the world as a card of achievements, and a very good card. And again, I'm not saying it's bad in your reading. I just think that it's more saying that something has closed out. You've ended a cycle, which is great. Now you can move forward, right? And you have the Queen of Pentacles. So, again, you might be asking, especially for those of you, I kind of just feel this was a difficult lesson, So I would say that if you had learned a difficult lesson in the recent past, maybe over the last couple of years or the last few years, I feel you've been asking why, like most people would in some sort of situation. And the Queen of Pentacles, for whatever reason, I'm getting is the answer to why you went through this. And I feel it was for resourcefulness. I feel whatever this was made you more resourceful in some way. And, maybe it sucked. I'm not saying it didn't. It's kind of funny because you don't have any terrible cards here, but I'm picking up on this as more of a tower moment in your life, something that was shocking, something that made you maybe feel small in some way, or something that, kind of caused you to clam up, more kind of a withdrawn energy. And again, the beautiful thing about this reading is I literally feel it's saying that you're coming out of that period of time. You're kind of birthing into something new. And it wouldn't be a Virgo reading, by the way. I just noticed this, big ass butterfly on the last card. Every freaking reading I've been doing for you for the past 4 years, 3 years, whatever it is, every single reading has a butterfly. So and I've said to you a million times before that you've definitely been in the caterpillar soup. So, I feel like you're finally getting to that butterfly stage. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles is kind of like juggling, going back and forth. But really it's work hard, play hard. And I feel it's time for you to also just bring more fun into your life. Mostly because it looks like, just looking around here, it looks like the energy for you to have fun is available to you. Let's see. With the World card, you have the Knight of Cups here. It could be new love coming in for you, by the way. It looks an amazing love reading. Lovers, Four of Wands, 10 of Pentacles is, to me, the best love card in the deck. To me, it's better than 10 of Cups, but you also have the 10 of Cups. So, clearly there could be something good coming in for you. I kind of hear you saying, is this a dream? The Knight of Cups, I kind of look at him as having the ability to build his dream life. He's not doing it. He's standing in the desert. He's got the water flowing in front of him. So it's he has the ability to, grow his dream life, but he has to plant the seeds in front of that water. But he's too focused on the desert, which is where I think everybody is right now mentally, right? And again, not a criticism. I think it's just the energy where it's we could all be focusing on the lack of resources, which is hard not to, right? Obviously, if you don't have the resources, especially. But what we need to do is focus on the water, which is what we can do, right? And so, now's the time. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords. Something was a lie here. So again, maybe someone lied about you or started gossip about you or something like that. And, I kind of get that. And that would make sense because I was getting that kind of more withdrawn energy. Like, again, if I put myself in your shoes, which is how I read, I zone out and I put myself in your shoes, I feel that someone told a lie about you or something and it caused you to be withdrawn. Pretty simple. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands just says you're ready for a new adventure and you're feeling enthusiastic again. It's almost like you're, coming back to your childlike energy. You're coming back to that energy of being more joyful and more happy. It's like, I think that, it's always like at some age, we become adults, right? And we completely cut out all of our childlike energy. And, it looks to me like maybe a little bit of that happiness, that joy, that, zest for life is kind of coming back to you here. Really nice reading. I like this quite a bit. In your current general energies, in your present position, you have this time to go card and this between worlds card. So yeah, I think it's time to leave all that junk behind and it's time to step into color. Like I said over here, I love this flamingo card. It kind of says you're stepping into a much better time. I think that this row is kind of saying you've learned what you needed to learn and now it's time for happiness. It's time to be very happy. It's time to do more of the things that bring you joy and happiness. I also think there are more things coming into your life that are bringing you joy and happiness because you have the Ten of Cups, the Sun, the Star, the Ten of Pentacles. I kind of feel, for some of you this could be family, but, and definitely because you have Lovers to the Empress, Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles are all cards of family, but or having children. But I also feel a lot of you are birthing, new projects, new things, It's like I always say to Pisces that I think Pisces is probably going to be the sign that's going to change the most in, over the coming years. But also you. You are the opposite of Pisces. So again, that energy is definitely affecting you clearly. And, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you, just over even the next 5 years, if you end up in somewhere, doing things that are completely different. Or I would say you're coming from an elevated position. Maybe you're doing something on a small level right now just for fun, and maybe it turns into a business in the future. Or, clearly you have the Sun and the Star, which is like fame and fortune. And so, I would say that, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be famous, but, if you have a business or a side project or something you do for fun, you might be getting a lot of attention for it. And, it could be something that leads to a lot of success. You have the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands, and the Sun. So a lot of happiness coming in for you. I feel like you need to get attention, which I know I say this to everyone, but I'm just going to keep reminding everyone because I need to remind myself as well. But I really feel that it's a time where we need to get as much positive attention as we possibly can on whatever it is that we do. So if you have a hobby, a business, if you write poems, I don't care what you do, I would get attention on it. Just because I see so many benefits in, for getting positive attention on the positive things that you're bringing to the world. So, that's what I would say here with the Sun. And you have the Star, which again is a very similar energy. You have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands like carrying a heavy burden. So Ten of Wands is about needing to release burdens. He's the thing about the Ten of Wands is he's carried, he's planted those wands. That is part of his harvest. So, I really feel this is saying that, it's a time where you're releasing burdens, but really these are all like maybe lessons and things that you've been through, and you're about to receive some abundance for the things you've been through is kind of what I'm getting here. You also have the High Priestess, a very intuitive time. So again, I think that everyone needs to trust their intuition with the High Priestess. Pretty much everyone gets the High Priestess nowadays. I would also say that I believe we're in a time of curiosity. I think that we're in a time where it's more like a time of inspiration, which is the Sun, and even the Star, where you could be feeling inspired, to take action in new directions in your life. But these things might be that you feel inspired to do might be very mysterious. Maybe you live in the city and you're like, oh, I'm going to move to the middle of Alaska and homestead, but it's like, how the hell do you do that, right? So the High Priestess says, learn about it, dig into the mystery. Don't just let something be a mystery. If you feel inspired to do something, whatever it is, no matter how, out of left field it might seem, I would do it. And again, I think this is true for everyone right now because again, we're all being inspired to move in new directions. Pretty simple. With the High Priestess, you have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, too many options. I feel that there has been a lot of confusion in the past, but I actually see great clarity here. Again, the Sun and the Star are cards of great focus. The Sun shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to. The Star is like having a North Star, having that one thing that you focus on. So I feel like you're very focused. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Hierophant here. By the way, divine counterparts. So the High Priestess and the Hierophant, to me, are better divine counterparts than the Empress and the Emperor. So there definitely could be a spiritual connection coming in for you here. And, clearly could lead to marriage. Could be a earth sign. Could be any sign, really, but could be another, could be a Taurus. And I would say that I also feel that you need to bring a dream, like there's something bigger that you want to be doing, is what I get here. It's like, as always, as I always say to you, for whatever reason, it's like everybody else, most of the other signs, I should say, not all of them, but it's like, I feel like they're completely maybe changing their career, right? Completely doing something different. For you, I get more of an energy of elevating, expanding what you're doing, doing your stuff on a bigger level. So, I hope that makes sense. But I feel like the Hierophant, he's a bridge between the heavens and the earth. So he needs to bring those dreams down to earth. With the Sun, you have the Justice card. Yes, I feel like you feel like you're getting justice for whatever this mess was over here. So, it's like maybe you feel like the universe is rewarding you for the difficult time. And I kind of feel like you're right. I kind of feel the universe is rewarding you for what you went through. Next, in the area of the future, you have this Wealthy Man card and this Mature Man card. So if you want love, clearly you could be attracting someone who is successful and very mature. They could be older than you. Again, doesn't have to be. And again, any gender doesn't matter. I don't touch gender in these readings. So whatever you're into. But, definitely could be a person. I kind of feel like you're wealthy together because you end with the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. So, there's kind of something here about maybe the two of you together is, what creates more abundance, obviously, with the Empress. So, but again, I kind of do also feel like you're attracting someone who is successful in their own way. And this could also be you, by the way, right here. We see a lot of great stuff for work here. So, you could just be the wealthy person. And, especially if you need improvements with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So, but really it kind of says that if you've been having a difficult time financially, that you've been hoping for a blessing, and so this could be you getting like a new job or getting a promotion or something else that brings this blessing into your life. So I kind of feel that for some of you, because I always get like a sense of relief on the Ten of Cups, if that makes sense. Like if we just remove all the regular old meanings of the Ten of Cups, I kind of look at it as a card of a relief or receiving some relief in some area of your life. So I feel that. You have the Lovers. Clearly, there could be a solid love connection coming in for you here. And, I feel like it's something that you've been hoping for. It's like divinely guided. Look, this right here is your higher self angel, and he's guiding two people together. So I really feel there could be like a guided connection coming in for you, something that just feels right in a lot of ways. And it seems like blessed to me. I also am telling you right now, just no matter what direction we go in, this way or even this way, if you are thinking, if you're at a crossroads and if you are thinking about moving in a new direction, I just see major success here for you, just like Pisces. Again, you two, the reason I always mention Pisces in your readings is because you two are the most similar opposites out of all the signs that I read for. No one even comes close. So, it's like you always get very similar energies, not the same, but similar. And so I'm telling you right now, if you're thinking about birthing something new, like a new business, new career direction, if you're thinking about doing something crazy like, starting a YouTube channel, public speaking, all those things are popping into my head. You could even be like saying to yourself, I want to go get my boss's job. I mean, I have a million examples popping into my head. I would do it because, again, it looks like you're going to be successful. You have the Four Wands here. Definitely could be marriage. Again, everybody is focused on this. You have the Four Wands, then you have the Ten of Pentacles right next to it. With all the energy in Taurus, I think that everyone is focused on building and leaving a legacy. And, so I feel like you're more focused on if you are finding love, like a person who wants something long-term or, who's serious. So let's see. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Six of Cups. Yeah, real soulmate coming in for you. Six of Cups could represent someone from the past, but I don't really see anything that would represent that here. So, I feel this is just a soulmate that's coming in for you. With the Lovers, you have the Ten of Cups. There you go. So fortune after difficulty, definitely a lot of happiness, choosing to be happy as well, which, I think is important. And so I feel like there is just a lot of happiness coming in for you. With the Four of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success coming in here. You could be communicating with a person going this way. Some of you might be trying to manifest communication, or you're hoping that you can communicate with a person. It's kind of funny. This might be someone at a distance here, Virgo, that you're interested in. I feel like the universe is trying to bring two people together here, but there needs to be communication. with the Eight of Wands. So don't be afraid to communicate if like someone reaches out or, whatever the case may be. For your outcome here, you have this taking off card. It says things will take off much sooner than expected. There you go. Now is a good time to take action. There's no stopping you now. Are you kidding? Love it. You have this card that says spend more time on spiritual growth. I feel like you have been spending a lot of time on spiritual growth. Whatever this was here, like those caterpillar periods, right? In life, those are spiritual growth periods. They're very difficult, hard to go through, but you always come out with a beautiful butterfly at the end. And here you go. You have the Empress, which is the beautiful butterfly, right? The Star and the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of like abundance or rewards could be coming in for you at this time. I just feel like a lot of abundance in general here. So, again, if you're like hoping to make more money or if you're doing things to increase your finances, this looks really, really good to me. I feel like there's definitely some increase. You have the Star. Again, if I were you, I'd be getting as much attention as you possibly can with the Star card. Whatever you can do. We're talking about positive attention here, of course, but any attention is good attention. So, but I wouldn't do negative things to get attention. But again, there could be a lot of attention for you. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which again is like building, leaving a legacy. And I definitely feel that for you. It's like whatever you're doing, I feel could be building or leaving, could be bringing like more money in, could be doing things that bring more, bring better finances in for you and like all this other stuff. So I really like this. I also feel that you're very focused on like long-term structure. The Ten of Pentacles is like a card of structure. It forms a tree of life here. But it has like this is everything about it kind of represents a very solid foundation. And so I feel whatever new things you're building, it's like you're building things kind of more thinking about the future. I feel like you're much more focused on structure or building something secure in your life or whatever. Let's see. With the Empress, you have two cards, the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands here. So definitely a very exciting new beginning coming in for you. Ace of Wands, passion, new beginning. Wheel of Fortune, changing your fortunes. So definitely like the turnaround energy that we've basically been saying this whole time. With the Star, you have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is about being bold and being assertive. I would say that's maybe the one thing that will hold you back is remember what I said. It's like, if someone talks about you or whatever, like we talked about in the beginning of the reading, it causes you to, isolate yourself or withdraw. And I feel like this is saying you need to be brave and kind of like put yourself out there more, and not, fall victim to that. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles, progress. I feel like you're progressing, big time. You have that taking off card, which says taking off much sooner than expected. And, that's kind of what I feel here is that you are making progress on something much, sooner than expected. And I feel like this is going to be, definitely a good thing for you. We're pulling 5 main themes now. You have this egg. It says success assured with good plans and hard work. So 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles actually as well. I would make sure that if you're building something that you kind of like stick to a plan and that you don't get off your path. But I just see a lot of success here for you in general anyway. So love it. You have this bell card that says announcement on it. I feel like some of you have wanted to, like I don't know, it's kind of a weird message that is popping into my head. Like maybe you're wanting to announce something, that you're about to do something, you're wondering if the time is right. I would say yes. Intuitively, I'm getting, if you're thinking, I don't know, I have moving popping into my head as well. It's like maybe you want to tell your family you're moving or something like that. I feel like now is the time. There could be, again, the Empress could say pregnancy as well. So, obviously that's not going to be true for all of you, but for some of you. I normally clarify these monthly cards, so I pulled the March card first, and you got the June card clarifying it. So, but it is popping into my head as important. I think that there's going to be, kind of like a big thing happening in March for you this coming year, obviously 2024. And so I feel like, something big could be happening then. And then you have this June card as well. And I think something else is going to happen in June. So it's almost like there are stages that you're going through. But I'm also noticing here that I feel like these stages are like much shorter. Let's say that this difficult period of time took 3 years. It's like I feel like this next period of time is actually good, and it's going to be like, until March. And then if you're like waiting for something else to happen in your life, it's only going to take until June. It's almost like things are speeding up. You have this cane card. It says pay attention to your health. I feel like everybody should definitely pay attention to their health right now. Every single person gets stuff about their health. So I don't know. I don't really like Neptune and Pisces for health, and also Saturn and Pisces. So, I would just stay healthy, obviously, and take care of yourself. You have this archway. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Yes, the whole entire reading was about these new opportunities, amazing new pathways and things like that opening up for you. So this is a very good reading for you here, Virgo. I really can't think of anything else. So I think it's pretty straightforward. Looks like a lot of success to me. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.